Welcome back to SL Chennai Speaks Out. In this segment, we're going to deal with tourist-friendly autos. Now, there are only 80 of these in this entire city. What's so special about these autos? Let's start with you. Tell us, what is so special about tourist-friendly autos?
In Chennai, near 88 auto rickshaw functioning here.
Okay.
Not only tourist-friendly autos, same people-friendly auto also. Tourist-friendly auto rickshaws all operating with meter. But Chennai people don't cooperate with him. But every people coming very near, how much you want, how much you need, they're raising first question. First 3 months, I didn't earn money because I put meter, customer not agreed that agreement.
This is amazing. I mean, we're all Chennaites here. Is it a fact that we go to an auto and say, how much? Because we presume that they're not going to put the meter. What if we insisted that you have to put the meter?
I lived in Delhi for 10 years and absolutely no problem. Always it's by meters and we have paid by the meters. And every time there was a change in the petrol rates, there would be a new chart showing the current rate, revised rate and night fare.
But but in Chennai, if you raise petrol, our government like this. Many times here raising petrol, right. But our transport authority don't giving that.
So the justification here is that even though the prices of petrol go up, their card does not go up. Sir, is that correct?
Let the meter should start functioning. My perception is that Chennai has not started. Where is the question of raising up or raising down? The whole problem lies. So if there could have been a system, yes, we are accepting. Then automatically government feels quite willing, yes, we should go ahead.
When I had gone to Bangalore, I just happened to speak to an auto driver in Tamil. He just made out that I'm a Tamilian. A distance of probably 20 rupees if you on the meter. He said 65 rupees. And we didn't know. We just came and we reached home and we thought it's so nearby. And then I came to know the next day when I traveled the same distance, it was only 14 rupees, the minimum distance. It's only 14 rupees. So as soon as he came to know that I'm a Tamilian, he just charged 65 rupees for the same distance. It was
so he thinks that if you're a Tamilian, you can actually get ripped off, is it? I mean, what are we saying here? Because we've just had the auto drivers here saying that just go to the auto and get in and then tell him where you want to go. But he might throw me out of the auto. He might say, I'm not going that side, I'm going the other way. Tell me, Ravi, what do you think?
Madam, minimum per kilometer is 10 rupees scheme. And 2 kilometers are 20 rupees minimum maximum. Government 20 rupees kuduthaga. Nanga ella auto drivers meter poto otta thayar. But you passengers vara solla how much? You will tell me. You sit, ma'am. You give me naka. No. You will tell me. No, meter not good. Government meter, government seal, government electronic meters. No. You are fixed rate.
So you are saying that we presume that the meter has been tampered with. Nari, what do you think?
The solution is slowly coming along. At least one solution. Thirudana paathu thirundara varaikum thiritta ozhikka mudiyadhu. Like that. If as a society and including the auto drivers, we want it to change, it cannot change. And one of the suggestions I think that's percolating to the top, as a passenger, demand to put the meter on. That's the first one. I think we can demand to put the meter on. Maybe that's a slogan we can give. And as auto drivers, they should put the meter on. It cannot work in one place and other.
Right.
It has to work in all the places, both with the enforcement official, the passengers, the auto drivers working together.
I agree that we must demand the meter to be put on. I made a recent trip to Pune and I found that every resident there has this tariff card with them by the kilometer, and there is no argument with any auto driver. You tell them where you want to go and you get into the auto, they put on the meter, and where you're getting off, if it's 4.2 kilometers, you're paying for exactly 4.2 kilometers. There is no argument anywhere. I don't know why that does not exist in Chennai.
Shakeel, is that a good idea? What do you think? That could be a solution, wouldn't it?
No, the whole concept of putting meter is only this. You should not haggle around. You should not ask anything. Sit in the auto, tell the place, you should put the meter on, go ahead. There's the whole concept. But why we have not taken off, that they say the passengers, the auto drivers, government, everybody has to really sit together and let there be some beginning.
So in this committee that actually sets the price and the tariff, are there actual auto users? Are there ordinary citizens like all of us here? Are they part of that committee?
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah,
know?
passengers were definitely consulted.
Passengers
Yeah,
will be.
consulted.
Okay.
Ma'am, I would like to know, though the auto drivers switch on the meters, a new person who is landing in Chennai, for example, if he's picking up the auto in airport and he's going to Katipera, he rounds about the city. He exactly rounds the city and shows the meters working A-okay.
Right.
What's the point in putting the meter? And there is no scrutinizing in the meters. When Mr. Shakeel said he's checking the FC and all the other things, there is no scrutinizing in the meters, whether it's tampered or not.
Let's ask him that question. Sir,
No,
tell us.
With the recent electronic meter, tampering is almost, I can say that, I cannot say 100%, almost ruled out. Now your question of that he goes round and round. This is the very few cases. First, he is not ready to use the meter at all. He asks X price. And finally, the passenger has to go. He has also no time.
Right.
He does go, okay.
Right.
He
That's right,
bargains
sir.
and does it.
How can I insist that he uses the meter? I think this is a question we want you to answer for us. How can I actually say, I'm not getting out of this auto, you put on the meter? What's the way?
There are two ways. For that, every citizen has to take a decision. Yes, we are going to insist upon. But practically speaking, it will not happen. Because I can tell you, because everybody is in a hurry. They want to get out, haggles and all.
Yes.
So it has to be some kind of movement. Okay, yes, we will use only those auto who is ready to use the meter.
I
That's
think
one
we
thing.
in NDTV-HINDU should take that up as a campaign.
Please take it up.
I really
Please take
think
it
that's
up.
very, very important comment that you've made.
I will share my experience which happened during Diwali. When I was standing in Pondi Bazaar, Ranganath Street is just about 200 to 300 meters away from there. When I asked them, they were ready to take me for about 300 rupees. They say, if I ask the reason, they say we need to pay 100 rupees for traffic police. They are charging even for them, not only for the passengers. They are charging even for them 100 rupees for traffic police and for petrol 50 rupees. Timing, they take about 20 minutes to reach from there to here. And
Question is that very easy to say, you know. It's very easy to blame to anybody. That was restricted zone. Nobody could have gone. He might have asked you. Very easy to blame. There, I cannot say there are no corrupt policemen also. There are. But to blame police is the easiest thing on the earth. So,
Just ask myself, blaming the auto drivers is easy.
easiest.
Well, and blaming the customers like ourselves. I think that's just as easy, isn't it? Right. Okay. Let me ask you to go back a little bit now. How can I insist that that meter is put? If he does not put down the meter, all the auto rickshaw drivers there in that stand will come, they will surround me. I'm a lady, I will get a little bit apprehensive about that. Would you like to take that?
I would like to say how you can
Please,
do it,
yes.
because after all, I'm also a passenger.
Tell us.
First thing is, one, if there is, you don't shout at him, you ask him politely. If he says no, if there's a cop nearby, go and talk to the police officer, say, this gentleman is not willing to put the meter. That's option one. Second is, as he rightfully pointed out earlier, make a note of the place, time, and the vehicle's number, and then write a letter to the police department, which he said he was willing to take the action. That's the second. These are the two things I think we can do. And at the same time, making, I think you also need to take into account that realistically, as these drivers are pointing out, 6 rupees a kilometer may not be necessarily viable in today's cost of living and today's price. So if a guy really does, and let's get into a tipping habit. If he really performs well, we can pay 5 rupees extra, no big deal. That's a third thing we probably could do. So people know that when they behave well, you encourage them with a positive feedback, not only writing to them, but pay them right then and there. So these are, I think, 3 things we can start. And as a group of friends, we'll say, one passenger is getting hassled, let 10 passengers, if there are 10 auto drivers, 10 passengers go and stand up for them. If you are not standing up for our rights of our fellow passenger, then nothing works.
Right. Okay. We started this segment by actually talking about tourist-friendly autos. It's amazing that in a huge city like ours, we've got 80 plus autos. Why are we as citizens of Chennai being deprived of this facility of what we're talking about, being honest drivers, people who use the meters? Why? Any answer to that?
I don't think, as he rightfully pointed out, 80 auto drivers are going to make a difference. We need to make all the 50,000 auto drivers.
That's exactly what I'm asking. Why do we have to have only 80? Why couldn't we as citizens enjoy the benefit of having
Because we
everyone?
have, as citizens, I think we have not tried hard enough. You know,
Who
one
should
in
we try with,
Oda.
sir?
Actually, there's other reason also.
Sir.
See, question is that as we talk of, difficulties and all, somewhere there has some beginning. So tourist department has come with as a beginning, maybe a small significant, but idea is let them be the role model fathers. That's number one. Number two, there are also a lot of good auto people. They say, no, I will use the meters, and they are going. It is not like that, they are not going. But they have the difficulties, as I was told, that there are some other antisocial elements. They ensure that they don't run the meter. These are also difficulties. So here also auto drivers should come forward and give the complaints. I was stopped by such people. Their names will not be disclosed, and definitely I will take action. So problem is that there has to be beginning and initiative. Yes, I mean that. And unless that meaning comes to them, there is no solution.
Sir, since you said about this meter business, no? So each police station has some, traffic police, isn't it? Why not they go to the stand and check? Just for the time being, you can check a few autos whether they are running with the meter or not. Once the police take over, then we will be safe.
Ma'am, how much can we expect the police
No,
to do?
for-
We
for-
always
for-
want
no, no,
them.
for your information,
Right, please.
I tell you. One day, I gave the target to my officers.
Yes.
Today is the meter checking day.
Yes.
I gave. You keep on, innovating the ideas. So what I did, when passengers are going, just stop and check up whether our meter is running or not.
Yes.
That day, one day, we 1,500 cases. But I stopped all other work, did that. So problem is that there's a balance in this people of more than 60 lakh people. I have 2,000 men. I cannot consider one aspect. So these are the sample cases we keep on doing. But the sample cases do not help unless the citizen come forward. Yes, this is my right. And what is due to them, give the due to them also. There has to be balance of both.
Right.
If you do that, things will be much better.
Right. At the risk of actually attacking you, the police have insisted that auto rickshaw drivers will wear uniform. They're really smart here. Can the police get tougher and make sure that every single auto has a meter that is in working order? Right? That hasn't been tampered with. And then maybe citizens also would probably try to make sure that I know that this is, okay, it's safe for me to get in here. This is a decent auto driver. I'm sorry you're laughing. That means it's going to be tough for you, right?
No, actually, I will wish for the day that I should not charge any auto driver. I should wish for a day.
Yeah, right.
And that has to come as a combination of both. Because my job is to facilitate, not to punish. We should say proudly that yes, these autos belong to Chennai.
Right, okay. You tell me, when did you start wearing your uniform? Do you like to wear your uniform and drive your auto? You like it?
I like.
Why?
On government police department, khaki. And PTC driver. PTC government shop and khaki.
Right, okay.
Office peon, khaki.
So-
But khaki is good.
So there is a level, I think, of pride in wearing that uniform. What about auto drivers who take you on a longer distance? Is there anything that I can do?
Well, the first thing is, I think in public places like railway station, Coimbatore, you can publicly display most of the travel places distance. You can, as I said, also put a check mark. In other words, after they put the meter, you are still not sure whether the meter is right. So you say, check this point. So from this point, another kilometer driven, 1 kilometer driven, the fare should have moved up by 6 rupees 50 paise. That's another thing that they probably can do as far as making sure that the public knows they are not taken for a ride. So the information I think the government can do.
The Chennai city, this is the secondary problem. First is to run the meter. The auto taking rounds and rounds is the rarest cases because meters are not run by majority of the people.
I agree with you.
So main problem is let the running of the meter should start, then this problem will
But
come.
That's the
for them
emerging.
to develop the trust, see the part of the problem
Yes.
why these passengers are not asking for the meters to be run is they don't have the trust in the meter. But if you were to give 2 distance points and where the passengers are able to check,
To have a rough idea is
rough
what you're
idea,
saying.
the meter is riding
Right.
fine, the probability of the passengers trusting the meter is improved. So you can also
Right.
give the checkpoints in various places, 1 kilometer from this to this.
Right. Thank you very much for that comment. And it's time really for us to take a very short break. We'll be right back for that final segment where we're going to be looking at solutions.